What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog, my boring vloggy life. Today, what we're gonna do is finally leave the house after a couple days, which is what we're supposed to do. I need Popeye's chicken because it's the shiznit. I'm sorry for all you Chick-fil-A guys out there. I've tried the apps, but it doesn't let you take off the mayo and add extra pickles. I'm not eating that damn chicken sandwich without the mayo off and pickles extra plentiful. So now I gotta go drive and get one of those damn sandwiches, which is stupid, but whatever. Oh, we'll see what the hell happens. Couldn't have it delivered, of course. And I'm just gonna take you along with me. And probably after that, I might just take some of my pews, a couple of them, down to the garage while the kids are napping and you know, take a couple apart and clean them, re-oil them, just in case. Joking, but I'm bored, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, that's the agenda. See if that's how a day unfolds. I don't know if that's how it's gonna unfold because I never know what the hell's gonna happen. Usually I'm just sitting inside losing my mind. I'm gonna start fucking singing Quarantini. You want my panini? This shit's crazy. Like, I've never seen roads. You know what? Let's go here. That's like light. That's super light for that road. That's unbelievable. Obviously, parks are all closed, but we got mission accomplished here. Wifey's not a fan of the Popeyes lifestyle. So she basically was telling me she wanted the king. So whatever, I'm not gonna judge you. I got me out here doing, you know, hood rat shit right now with this freaking Corona, and this is insane, you know. Amazon Prime, bro. These guys are the goats. Look at this. Still out here delivering. That's nuts. Look at this. I usually have to like stop at this like intersection for a good, I would say a good 2 to 3 minutes. Every time I want to make that left turn, it's a nightmare. This is insane, man. This is insane. Crossing into a bike lane. What a dickhead, right? It's alright. There's definitely no bikes out right now. And you know what? Not to sound like a complete a-hole, but I'm kind of glad that it's raining. And I really wish it would rain for the next like week or two. Just so that, you know, I'm not going to feel like upset that everybody is out and enjoying life. I'll feel okay about it, that everybody's suffering, you know, because, you know, not for nothing, I know everybody's like seeing it, but not everybody's suffering. I hate to be the bearer of this news, but, you know, my ass is staying inside, and, you know, it's for good reason. I have my kids and, you know, my job. I can function from home with some regards, but for the most part, it's a struggle. My business is taking a little bit of a hit here. I don't know if that little bit of a hit is going to turn into a whole shitload of a hit. You know, that's yet to be determined. But at the end of the day, the number one thing is health for my family and for the whole country. So we're just doing our part. I'm not near anybody. I don't go anywhere. I'm not having any kind of social life. But I go on Instagram and there's people with these freaking meats still. People like posting pictures at the beach and driving around with their friends and hanging out. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I get it that it's not like a law right now where you're gonna like have like a criminal issue, but it's a moral hazard. It's like something where if you were raised correctly and you had a goddamn brain, what the fuck are you doing out right now while everybody else is trying to not be out? Why do you think we're inside and you should be allowed out? Why is your feelings, your emotions, and your playtime more important than the rest of us? I've got people that I know that are closing businesses and restaurants, and all kinds of financial problems are arising from this, and the government thinks a fucking measly $1,200. I'll wipe my ass with that $1,200. It's not gonna do a damn thing. It's not gonna help anybody. What is that gonna pay? That doesn't even cover housing. I've got, like, you know, easily thousands and thousands of dollars per month in reoccurring bills. Like, I've got bills, and I have to stay home. I'm not making money right now. My wife, thankfully, right now is making money, but get this, get this, since we're being very honest with the blog, she just got an email, basically, oh, there's a slate blue Trackhawk. She just got an email saying that, from her union, that the state of New Jersey, the lovely state of New Jersey, is trying to do something which could basically stop paying the teachers, that they wouldn't get money. Are you joking? Yo, the kids are working from home. The parents are home. That sucks, right? The teachers are still working from home. My wife is still on conference calls and video chats with students, still trying to modify lessons plans and do things to try to teach them and keep up with them. Why should they not get paid? They're still working, so people are still working from home. So you're telling me let's not pay them? What do we do with these kids? What do we do with people that are not gonna have a paycheck, technically, from now until September? Most of these schools, right? So you think $1,200 is gonna fix that? You think, oh yeah, we're just gonna stop student loans and that's gonna fix the whole situation? This is ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. Moral of the story, because I can go on a freaking hour-long rant. Stay your stupid, selfish, pathetic ass home. Stop trying to act tough. Stop trying to, oh, and you got these YouTubers, oh, I gotta film content. Fuck your content. We're going through a goddamn pandemic. Learn how to film from inside, or your backyard, or your front yard, or your garage. Film inside of your vehicle, sitting in there if you need a freaking change of scenery. Don't leave, or just drive around inside your car. Stop hanging around with people. Am I the only one that sees something completely fucked up here? What's wrong with people? What is wrong? I don't want this to go longer than it has to, but here's the problem. I'm already coming into the second week, basically, right? So how many more weeks? Another 1, 2 more weeks that I can't even leave the house, and everybody else is out there shitting all over the ground, having a good damn time? Like, come on, you know, be respectful here. Be respectful. Have a little compassion, and let's try to get through this quicker. Selfish pricks. Oh my God. Okay guys, we are back home. Food has been consumed, a small nap has been had by me, and now a small nap is being had by my children, which gives me the time to come down here and play. Just giving you a warning now, if you're anti-gun or feel a certain type of way, then just skip this and that'll probably be the end of the video for you. But if you're into that kind of stuff, basically what I'm doing now is I'm just hanging out down here. I'm not going to film this whole shenanigan situation down here, but I figured I haven't done this in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna come down here, and it's like a de-stressor for me. I take apart my weapons, I inspect them, I clean them, I oil them back up. This way they're good when they're in the safe, and they're ready if I need them, which I hope I never ever need them. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. This is what we got. These are some of my chemicals and whatnot. So I use these things. Before this bench was actually down here, it was upstairs, and this was what I was using pre-detailing to clean my mats and takedowns, and obviously it's turned into a multi-use situation. But I had all of my products and my barrel snakes and whatnot, and you know, when I was doing my gun smithing, which was really just building ARs and whatnot, I was messing around with you know, products, extreme weapon grease and whatnot. So we do have quite a few things down here. Mind you, this is only a small fraction of my collection. It's kind of an obsession. I did sell in 2019 I don't know, like 12 weapons. I think I sold about 12. So it's dramatically reduced, but it still looks awesome. So we'll go through, I'll show you what's in here. Some stuff you might be interested in, like this is one of my favorites. It's a SOCOM 16. Basically, it's a semi-automatic 308, 7.62, whatever you want to call it. So this has a aftermarket Picatinny, so I could put a scope if I want to, and it has just a regular BS bipod right now, just so that I could do bench shooting whenever the case is that would come up. So for this one, I already finished this, so we're not going to be taking this apart. I already lubed up some stuff, but this is a bad boy. And again, as always, there are no rounds, no live rounds down in the garage or anywhere near the cleaning facility. I have all of that upstairs, because you never know, So you got to practice gun safety. You can't just be a fool and be ignorant and think you're the best of anything, because nobody is. So let's just show you some of the stuff we have, maybe show you some of the stuff taken apart, and that's it. I'll finish the vlog with that. So again, if you are anti-gun, this is not the place for you. Okay guys, so the stuff I brought downstairs is now out. I'll do a quick walk around, and then you know, maybe I'll go through a couple different ones that I think are cool. Again, this is a SOCOM 16 on an Archangel stock. This is my M&P 45. The only thing I messed with was an apex trigger, and I changed to a better, more aggressive stippling. This is one of my bedside guns. This will carry hollow points. Right here we have ourselves a Glock 19 Gen 4. This is just a staple as far as I'm concerned in anybody's quote-unquote arsenal. And right here we have a Glock 21 Gen 4. What I do have for this pistol is a full complete Gen 4 Glock 20 upper end magazines. So this serves the purpose of a 45 in this form and a 10mm upstairs. Again, all weapons have been checked. They're cleared. They are open in the open position. There are no magazines whatsoever, and that goes for everything. So down here, this is actually the first pistol I ever purchased. This right here is a SIG P226 Elite in 40. Do I recommend the round 40? No and yes. I feel like you need to have one in your collection, but for me, I don't love shooting it. My favorite pistol rounds are 9, 10, and 45. It's just what I lean toward. Let's skip that one. Right here, it's a Walther PPQ. Again, another 9mm. This basically, as a stock trigger, has one of the best stock triggers, and the grip. You really need to do nothing to this pistol. You basically just buy this and have fun. Right here are basically my top of the line, for me, my favorite pistols. This right here is a Performance Center. This is a 686. Look at the shots, baby. It's a 7-shot Performance Center, 357 Magnum. That's one of my favorite revolvers. I have other revolvers upstairs. I had a couple big boy revolvers that I recently sold, but I kept those. This is one of my favorite pistols. It's a FNX Tactical 45. Has a threaded barrel. Has a sight. I just threw a Burris on there. I will be upgrading probably to like a Trijicon or something, but when I first got this, that's what I threw on. And then truth be told, after I purchased that pistol was kind of sort of right when around the time that my mom got sick. So I haven't really shot that thing much. I've shot that 2 or 3 different occasions. It's very neglected. These two, these are my favorites. This is one of my most expensive prized possessions. It's a Springfield TRP 1911 upgraded Hogue grips, 45. Beautiful machine, super smooth. If you appreciate weapons, that's one of my favorite pistols. Next to this, this is my favorite. This is my baby. This right here is a SIG P229 Legion, 9mm, one of the best looking guns in my opinion from factory. Nothing needs to be done. Trigger weight feels amazing. For this bad boy comes with the amazing sights on it. It's an actual Legion. It's just the color combo, the grip, the way it feels. It's just an incredible all-around piece. What do we got here? So my ARs are all from the ground up built by me. These were parts sourced, assembled, and fine-tuned by me. So these are my visions. This is my absolute lightest weight setup. It's a Battle Arms upper and lower combo, right? We've got a Fortis setup up here, Battle Arms gas block. As I open them up, I'll talk more again of Fortis Arms charging handle. It is super lightweight. I can't tell you exactly what this one weighs, but This is very, very light. I mean, compared to most of my my other weapons, this is probably the lightest one. So this is probably one of my favorite ARs. I love this thing. So this was a Founding Fathers Armory lower, right? And then this was an ASA upper. I'll show you in a second what makes this super unique and why I love it. We had this custom Cerakoted. So this was done in a custom silver to match the top and the bottom. We've got lightweight. We've got everything I want, down to the triggers. The upper right here is BCM upper, and it mates so well. Let me tell you, it was a bitch getting it on, but it mates so well. Now, let me show you. Can you tell why this is so exciting? It's a side charging upper. Like this thing, you can't really see too many side charging upper ARs as far as I'm concerned. It's a very cool setup. I love it. It shoots amazing. My super lightweight one right here, this was a 16-inch. This is an 18-inch. Both are fluted lightweight barrels. Now, my one of my other ARs, this was actually my first AR build. Funny enough, right? This was back in the day where, you know, when you first get into guns, everything is flat dark earth. You get so excited. You're like, yes, I want flat dark earth. This is the heaviest weapon I own next to my Mossberg 590 shotgun. This, well, actually, next to that, that's pretty damn heavy. You know, all these accessories here, these all don't serve any purpose. This isn't a fluted barrel. It's not lightweight. 16-inch on this one. I spent extra money and had to wait for this Vortec flat dark earth color match setup to go along with this whole gig here. You know, this was the only little pop of color because I felt bougie that day. Now, what makes this special is this is a Mega Arms upper and lower. This is a one-piece megalithic upper, if I believe that's correct. This has, you know, for scope mounting and whatnot. It's got a built-in level. Regular charging handles on this one. This is the BCM handle. I think this is, yeah, this is the gunfighter handle. One of the last things I brought. This one's actually one of my favorites. This is a Century Arms C39 V2, and this started life with their ugly wood stock nastiness, and it ended up like this. So all I did was I put a rounded, knurled grip so that it was just a better setup to handle, stock handle, and then we just changed the hardware. We put a different stock and foregrip on here, and it's just a blacked out beast with Magpul accessories. And honestly, anything from in the AK realm is pretty fun as far as I'm concerned. It's pretty damn fun. So I'm gonna give this just a little bit of love today, and that's it. That's all I got downstairs. Quite a bit upstairs. What I'm planning on buying, I just saw SIG just came out with a Legion, a P220 Legion with a 10 mil. Oh, I want that. Christensen Arms has a bolt action. I will start getting more into bolt actions and making my own ammunition and doing long range shooting. That's kind of where I want to get my little hobby to go as far as down the line. As far as other pistols, Beretta, I plan on picking up a couple Berettas and maybe another SIG or two. As far as Glock goes, kind of done. Don't need any more. Maybe another 1911. I do want to get a Scar 17. I had one at one point to match my FNX. I got rid of it. I used to have Tavor, and I got rid of that also because that was a time where they were coming out with a brand new one. And again, this was many years ago, so I might pick up another one of those or a Chris Vector. But that's pretty much it as far as that. But let's start taking some of the things apart, oil these things up, give them a good clean, show them some love, put them back, get them nice and safe, and then move on with our day and end this vlog. Let's do that. So I think one of my favorite things about the SIG platform itself is just how amazing it is, how user-friendly it is. Say you have one in the chamber right now, because you just cocked it back. It shows you that you have one in the chamber. So you could push this right now. That's a light trigger. It's not really safe. Or, this is called a decocker. This is on both SIGs. Just demonstrate it now. You could push this down. Again, my hand's off the trigger. So what this does is safely lower the hammer, has it ready so I could put it back into a double action mode. So it's not a a hair trigger right now. I have to put quite a bit of force to get that to go. Again, there really is no other safety on this except for that. So you can't really consider that a safety. The only pistols I have that actually do have safeties are my M&P 45. I have the 1911 with that safety, and I've got an FNX. All the other ones, no such thing, doesn't exist. But what's cool about this, so if you want to take this gun apart, again, always make sure it's empty. Inspect, inspect, inspect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna safely pull it back. You're gonna hold it open here, right? You're pushing this down, right? And then basically all you're gonna do is hold on to it, let it go slowly, and it's gonna go forward. And now it's just detached. That's pretty much the assembly of that. And then all you're gonna have to do is take your spring out, take your barrel out. Again, I have not fired these in a while, so this is just a basic thing. The Glocks, I'll probably take apart the innards. You don't need to do that for this right now. This hasn't been fired since the middle of last year, so there should be really nothing on this. I'm gonna just give this a quick clean, oil, and close this up. I'll show you what I mean about the Glocks, their takedowns. So I'd show you this real quick. This one, like I said, this was my first one. So like I said, this was my first one. I just want to show you this. I love this one. Can't really tell. Shut this off. So we got spotlights, right? And then if you want, we got strobes on this. And there's also a sight. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it's gimmicky and whatnot, but this is one of the ones I keep available at all times, just in case. So one of the things I always said, if I was gonna do some kind of vlog something or whatever, it would be the type of videos where I really wouldn't care about the length, as long as I get across what I'm trying to say. So this gun, freshly cleaned, freshly oiled. This is, again, one of my favorite ones. I just wanted to demonstrate the safety slash decocker, because it's kind of unique in the sense of my collection here. So as it sits right here, nothing is pulled back. The slide's not ready. It's not ready to go. It's in double action mode. Again, there's nothing in anything. If you know guns, now this is in single action mode. So right now I can basically one hair pull and that's done. So say let's go back to that state. That's where we were, where I could do that hair pull. So you have two options when you're in this, if you want to keep it cocked and locked, as they say. So basically what you could do is, while it's in that position, you push it up into that red, and basically I just killed the trigger. Nothing can fire this pistol. This is an ambidextrous setup, so that's pretty cool. But nothing pushes that unless you come down one level. Now it's back in single action mode, or you come down one more and it does a decocker, just like the SIG. And then from there you can go back up. So basically you're in double action mode, but you have your safety on. Very unique. The one thing about this pistol, I had to shave something inside of the mag well. It was a known issue when I first got it. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I looked it up online. The magazines were getting hung up a little bit. I did that, and ever since then I've had no issues whatsoever. I've been super excited about this. Again, it's got a threaded barrel, so if I ever don't live in a state that's completely void of all fun, I could properly access that. But this is a awesome piece. I know we're gonna get some people that are basically asking for cleaning tutorials or whatever. My methods aren't gonna be the type of method you follow. Everybody does it differently. If you really want to follow somebody about gun cleaning, you can go to Hitcock 45 or any of those channels. They have plethora of information out there, demonstration videos. There's no need to add for mine. So yeah, we're going to talk about this one, what's cool about this and what makes this different. So again, nothing in there, always rack it a couple times, because I know these gun nuts, right? And never point it at yourself. So go like this. What's really cool about this pistol in particular is all of the other ones, if you wanted to take it down at this point, you would just slide this down, let this go slowly, and it would come off. But that's not the case. So for this one, you have to slide this down. And what's cool is built into here, in this grip, you basically twist this and you pull, and this comes out. So this serves two purposes. One, this keeps this in here. That's how you can change the actual grips if you want a smaller one. If you got little baby hands and you don't want the swelled up, or you don't want stippling, they make smooth grips. But I mean, again, you don't need to use this particular, but if you look in here, you see that colored piece? So basically all you're going to do is just go in and you're going to push that colored piece forward. Okay? So now, when I go like this, it comes off. So what that does there is that stops it from coming off. Now you can access all of your lovely internals. You can take your barrel out, give it a nice little oiling and cleaning inside of here, and take out the firing pin and do all that other stuff. So that's what I'll do. We are making our way, baby. Again, clear, rack the slide, pull the trigger, pull back, drop, gone, goodbye. This is what we're gonna do. I have upgraded the springs on this. I believe it was like Glock store or whatever. I didn't get a chance to do too much other things, but I did do that. So basically you just push down, up. I'm kind of hard at explaining these things because, you know, when you do something so many years, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, you don't get too keen on explaining yourself, but that's basically the gist of the upper receiver, firing pins and whatnot, plungers and you know, the necessities of the upper. Now it's basically a bare upper except for the sights, which is great. So you could go in here and deep clean the ever-loving pee-hole, which is why I like Glocks. As far as like fit and finish and whatever, you know, it might not be as bougie or boutique as like a SIG or anything like that, but as far as reliability, cleanability, modability, and fixability and coolability, it's just a simple gun, easy to field maintenance. So I'm gonna rip through this real quick, clean, put back together, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah. So I guess for the end, I'm just gonna show you, this is pretty cool. I'm sure there's other ones out there. This is very old, but it's what's worked for me. Tipton, the gun cleaning supplies company, has a best gun vise. It's a very modular setup. It's got a track in the middle where you can, you know, put different things. I had bought the AR-15 Magwell vise block to go in there for when I'm, you know, situations like this where I'm messing around. Has different things here where you can pinch things and rest things. So basically you can get it into any position you want. Right here, I could pull this out, put it through this hole here, and have a shorter rest for whatever weapon you need to accommodate. I'm just gonna quickly take the upper off this and show you just something about it. Same thing with this and this. This I already did, and yeah, that'll be it. So when it comes to ARs, there's a pin in the back. There's also a pin in the front if you want to take the full upper off, which, you know, we can do that. Let the bolts come forward. We could take the full, upper off. So we can basically pops to daisy that out. This is cool. I had it on backwards. Thankfully I caught that. So if you were to, for instance, accidentally dry fire it, it would catch it and do a smooth like that, instead of it dry firing. You don't really want to dry fire these weapons. It's like metal to metal contact. But if you have it like that, you can go, it hits plastic and it gently comes down, which is really cool. Something, I mean, if you're working on the gun and you're not going to do anything, you should always leave it in safe mode anyway. So, but this is what that is. Again, cool ass setup here. The upper is really where the star of the show is. Actually, with how long this video is, I'm just going to call it a day after this. But what's cool about this upper, like I said, it's a side charge. I had to have a machinist. He came in and he had to cut into the bolt. I'll show you. So basically on the upper, let me put this back on. So what's unique about this actual setup, since this is the only thing I really feel like it's worth talking about. Just move my tripod out of the way. So side charge upper, basically this piece here comes up and out, right? And then when you got the side charge, that's how you would get the bolt out, right? So I had to have a machinist cut a notch into this bolt. The other bolts don't have this, I'll show you. So this would be a BCM, but if you look at the difference of a standard bolt here with no notch versus this right here with a notch. Let me see what other bolt. It's really the only big difference other than triggers. Other than the triggers and, you know, little accessories and the barrels. The only other thing is, you know, the bolts. If you don't know about bolt takedowns and how to take out the firing pins and whatnot, that you should go look at your own videos and find out. But for instance, over here, this is a Sharps rifle company. The way this is called, is this the Rely bolt? This might be the Rely bolt. This thing is a beast. Then we have, oh, this one is a Fail Zero. So we used that one. This was machined, and then BCM. So we got all good bolts. Again, as you can see on my fingers here, you know, light grease, not really dirty. Everything's clean. So we're gonna put that back in. But I want to show you what's cool about this. Good Lord, I'm covered in gun grease. And you know what's so funny? I don't have my goddamn gloves because they're all either at my office or in the truck. So this thing's pretty freaking cool. This thing is pretty cool as far as how it goes back together. You have to put that in, and you slide this in here. You're going to come in, but you're going to spread this and let it go around the top of it. You're going to push forward. Now basically, I'll take you off the tripod. This little piece here is where this rests, so that when this is all shut, it doesn't come out. So the bolt goes back in, locks in, this locks in, and basically all you're going to do to lock everything in is push this over and give that a little push. It's going to put your pin back into place, and that's basically it. It's pretty cool. Side charging upper. Can't really complain. It's very cool. I love it. I think it's a well-built machine. But again, everybody's got their own personal preference. That's basically it. This was extremely long, but I feel like I haven't been able to record for a couple days, and this was the only thing that was happening. My kid's sleeping. I'm down here. It's my dad time, my alone time. So I figured, why not take you in a little bit. It definitely made the cleaning process a little bit longer because I had to stop and film. But it's fun. It's a cool hobby if you're into it. If you're not into it, it's fine. You don't need to be into it. I'm not one of those people that are like, yeah, I'm going to stock up on this weapon and I'm going to shoot people and this and that. It's not what it's for. It's fun. It's a hobby. You better yourself with target practice. Also, yes, home safety. But that's not where the rifles fall into place. That's where my shotguns and maybe, yeah, I guess my lightweight that would come out in a time of need. Mostly the pistols. But let's hope nobody ever needs to do home defense. But you cannot sit there and say it doesn't cross your mind. And you cannot be prepared, God forbid. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate you stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're an OCD, OG. Thank you so much for all the support. Hopefully I'll have something fun to film in the next couple days. It looks like we're having another week or two of freaking quarantine. Maybe the Hawk will come back in another week or two. I don't know. Maybe I'll have something. But either way, if something happens, I will let you know. Let me know how you like the quality of this video. It was filmed entirely on my GoPro Hero 8. It should be good, but who knows? We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.